Good morning to you, good morning. Saturday, 20th of February 2021. I've been somewhat remiss with running the camera. Yeah, it gets put to one side and yeah. Still, this morning I'm up and I'm wide awake and I'm ready to start doing things. And one of the little habits I have is having a look at suggested readings for the day. And I rather like this. This is from the Old Testament, from Isaiah. The ancient ruins shall be rebuilt for your sake, and the foundations from ages past you shall raise up. Repairer of the breach they shall call you, restorer of ruined homesteads. Yeah, that might give us a clue as to what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day. Well, inspired by the words of the prophet Isaiah, what shall we get up to? I had a little change of plan with this pathway because working in there, I dug up floor tiles. These tiles are a good bit more than 100 years old, so I've been laying those to create a path to go into my doorway. I had a little bit of luck. When I went to the déchetterie on Thursday to throw away stuff, I've got lots of rubble that's got to be disposed of. When I say lots, I mean lots. We're sort of bagging it and putting it in buckets and what have you, and we're getting it down to the tip, carload at a time. If I was doing this job in England, I'd have had a skip, but yeah, I'm doing it carload at a time. I found that the person immediately in front of me had got a bag of mortar that they were throwing away. So instead of throwing it away, we threw it in the back of the car, and that has allowed me to patch in and render up some parts of the wall here, which was very, very useful. They sort of follow me about. They want to know if I've got food or something. So that was quite a good result. A bag of free mortar. One of the things that I've done is I've opened this window. This was all blocked up. I don't know how well you remember what this room looked like in times gone by, but there was a wall there. It wasn't a very good wall. You may recall that it didn't take too many thumps to knock it down. It wasn't tied to the wall at all, it was just standing there. But this window had been blocked in. And one of the problems in this room is always going to be available light. So when I find an old window, I open it. And I've pushed in some, that is show, although I used a wrong sort of sand. What's going to happen there, I'm going to dress it with some réglage to make that beautiful. Well, yeah, maybe not beautiful, but better. But yes, there's things to be done, and my immediate job will be to mélange du béton, or gâche du béton. The two words mean pretty much the same. This is a sack of ready-mix concrete. In French, what you find on the bag the words Pay Agashi. I don't know, can you see that? Which simply means it's ready mix. You know, just add water. So that's my next job. Yes, the tiles that I've used outside came out of that floor there. They were buried in all sorts of, what's the polite word, crud. So that was quite a bonus, finding ancient tiles. Some of them simply broke, but the usable ones, I thought, rather than throw them away, I would use them. So there we are. That should keep me busy up till lunchtime, shouldn't it? Yeah. As I say, this space here will be the dining room. It will be a small dining room, but it will be a dining room. I intend opening up a doorway there, but I've been looking at that and I'm not convinced. There's, you know, walls do things, walls hold up buildings, and you think, yeah, okay, so we could put a rolled steel joist in there, perhaps, except the end of it would be sitting on some very dubious blockwork. What used to be there in some ancient time, you know, there was a doorway. Now, when I say a doorway, you can see how high it was. That's only, what, sort of 3.5 foot from the ground level. My understanding is that you had these sorts of hatches so that you could push fodder through to your animals. You know, remembering that this part of the building, at some stage in its existence, was a pigsty. Or, I say a pigsty, I guess it could have been sheep or whatever. So the idea was you didn't want to have to go out to feed them. You had a hatch from the living quarters that you opened and you just pushed food through to the animals. Apparently, that's what people tell me you did. But it does mean that this wall doesn't have a great deal of structural integrity. What's in there is just pudding to fill a hole up. It's not really a substantial bit of building. So if I open a space there, then, as I say, the end of the RSJ would be sitting over the top of what's best described as rubbish. So there's a bit of thinking got to be done with that. But that's thinking in the future. Right, that's enough gabbing. Let's mix some concrete and do things. Well, with the weather turning up, flowers are starting to open. That's all rather lovely. Look, crocuses. That's nice. Yes, it's getting up to 20 degrees centigrade today, which, you know, that's sort of summer temperatures, isn't it? Really. Oh, look, I'll do this. I'll be all cute and you won't hate me. So it's time to start getting stuff done in the garden again, and they've been helping. I dig and they come and dig. Yeah, we're going to get some onions in here later today. I think that's a good idea. I'm going to have to work out how to protect these beds from certain small people who, you know, if they see fresh turned over dirt, they have this great joy of digging holes in it and such likes. So I think there's going to be lots of sticks and strings and things to deter cats from digging onions up.